Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a ZVT Patreon cast between Maru and Serral on Curious Minds from DreamHack Winter. Top left, we've got Maru. Bottom right, we've got Serral. These two players are super familiar with each other. They bring out the best in each other, and this is going to be an incredible match. I can feel it in my bones. All right, so again, this is a Patreon match. For those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, I really do appreciate your continued support. It just kind of helps me out in these days. And again, a sincere thank you. And if you're watching this the week of December, the, let's see, 10th or so, again, thank you very much. And if you're watching this in January, happy 2022. Did everything magically get solved in 2022? I don't think it is, but hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here with StarCraft content, StarCraft 2 content, 5 times a week. So, checking for proxies with the Overlord is Serral. Maru says, I'm not going to proxy you now. Are you crazy? I'll proxy you maybe next time, but not today. Alright, what are we doing here? Nothing crazy, man. Everything is fine. Looking for proxy hatches. It's totally awesome. I've told you my stories about how I just don't like dealing with SkyToss at all as Zerg. Like, it's not fun for me. It requires too many moving parts, and I'm like, nah. I'd rather not. So I play team games, and if there's an enemy Protoss who goes SkyToss, I'm like, look, I am not doing anything to help with that SkyToss. I'm sorry. Just a heads up. I'm going to make maybe Lings, Ultras, Roaches, Ravagers, maybe some Hydras, but I'm not engaging with all those Carriers and Void Rays and things. Not when it gets up to a huge ball. Sure, Hydras are great against, 4 or 5 Void Rays and maybe a couple Carriers, but once it gets giant Death Ball of SkyToss, I'm like, nope. Hydras aren't engaging, so the SkyToss army shows up, I'm like, peace, and I run out and like try to base race them. I just try to take down their probes and kill their Nexuses. And try to bleed them dry, and then let everyone else to deal with the SkyToss army death ball. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it works. I just played the dumbest game of all time. That's why I'm mentioning this. But got a Reaper whose name is Dominion Accountant. After Rocky won the entire Dominion treasury from Mengsk, oh boy, the accounting department decided that Mengsk himself should be entered into the Reaper program as punishment. In true dictator fashion, however, Mengsk threw their best accountant into the Reaper program instead, perhaps an unwise decision considering the oncoming economic hardships caused by his previous unwise decision. We can only hope that this particular Reaper is cost effective. Well, okay. So far, I mean, he hasn't killed anything, but he's not dead either, so that's nice. Third base up north here from Serral. What else is going on? Oh, I guess we can talk about FalconPaladin.store. You can go there to get merch. That is Falcon Paladin related. You can also, let's see, check out the Falcon Paladin Hour. It's a weekly podcast with myself and Samacron. And Aussie, we talk about StarCraft 2 tournaments. So we talk about TV shows and books and movies and nerdy stuff and MCU things. And that's all the movies that are really coming out for the next year anyway is MCU stuff. So that's a lie. I saw Dune and I saw No Time to Die. We talked about that. So yeah, Falcon Paladin Hours. You can search us on your podcast app. Just search Falcon Paladin. Whether it's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, you'll find us out there. And it's free. And it's once a week. So give it a shot. All right. Anything crazy? No, this has been about as gosh darn standard of ZVT as you're ever going to find. So I'm going to do one more plug for Afrika. I do cast professional high-level StarCraft 2 tournament for money stuff every other week on afrikatv.com/laughingames, okay? It's at not super great times for North America. It's usually like 11 p.m. Eastern or like midnight Eastern. So, I mean, a lot of my subs are over there. I understand that. But yeah, if you want to see me cast players, honestly, like Maru, like Cure, like Stats, like Trap, I mean, like Solar, just the sheer classic Rogue. Just the sheer classic number. Ooh, killed that cleaning bot, did this Reaper. Does that count as a kill? It does not actually count as a kill. All right, good to know. Anyway, just follow me on Twitter. I don't post a lot out there. I'll post little highlights of my videos, and that's interesting to you probably, but also I will tweet when the next Afrika World Tournament is, when I'm casting live. Never before seen StarCraft, okay? All right, so twitter.com/FalconPaladin. Go hit that follow button. And yeah, watch for announcements of future Africa events because they're really fun. I really like casting them. And it's the only time I get to cast super high level StarCraft 2. Alright, alright. Enough plugging. That is way too much for one video. I'm very sorry. So this is completely scouted. Maybe don't... no, no, no. I mean, you're using this ledge a little bit, but you can only fit so much down here. So, Maru's thinking about it. And he's like, maybe we can... there's too many lings, and there's probably a queen supporting, so... Maru says, well, that didn't work. I'm going to take out my aggression on some queen... or some creep tumors, and maybe some queens. But there's too many queens. No. Ooh, there's an armory coming up. Hang on. We didn't make any Hellions at all. I mean, no Hellions at all. Why the fast armory? What? Oh, for Widowmine. For a second there, I was like, the only reason to make an armory this fast is for Hellions turned into Hellbats. Nope. It also gives permacloak to Widowmines. So that's pretty good, actually. Spores are coming up, though, so Serral will have some level of detection, even if he does... oh, he does have a layer, too, so never mind. Does he have an Overseer? Nah. Does he need it? I don't know. Probably time for a fourth base, though. About 6 minutes, I'd say, from Serral. If he can weather this attack and crush it, he'll expand. Even if he can't, he really needs to expand at some point. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. The Banelings don't have centrifugal hooks yet. They're not going to for a minute here. As the kids would say. Ooh, Ling counterattack from Serral. I do like that, but there's a bunch of Marines left at home, and there's a Widowmine, and there's a full wall. This third base could be in trouble, though, if they wanted to jump over there. At least force the lift off, right? I mean, at least maybe kill some something. Oh, this Serral's game sense. He knows when Maru wants to expand up here. He kills 3 SCVs and gets out. No big deal. Didn't lose anything. I think Serral's ahead. Oh, he's expanding down here. He's ahead. He's getting a fourth base now. Like I said, even if you don't wipe out this attack, you have to expand. You can't let it keep you on 3 bases forever. Drilling Claws coming in. For that faster burrow. And yeah, Baneling's speed is just about done, but not there yet. The Lings do not want to engage. They can wrap around on this group and get the Banelings to crash in him. That'll be nice, but Maru doesn't usually let that happen. Like, that is... you'll probably see that at lower level games. The Lings can do a wraparound on the backside and do some work there. Are we just dropping Widowmines here? We are just kind of dropping Widowmines, aren't we? All right, so 4 drones died of Widowmine shenanigans. Whatevs. That's, I mean, irrelevant at this stage, I think. But what was I talking about? Getting a surround. This Widowmine's got 2 kills, which is, I mean, it's paying for itself. Nope, Medevac dies, but it's not exactly getting... Ooh, did we just do more Widowmine? Just here? Where is this? What? Okay, I need to... sorry, where do we get 7? All right. The music's like, yo. Okay, so it's... oh, so we just get 3 more somewhere. 5. And then 6, 7. Ah, there it is. Sorry for the, like, tons of rewinding there. I don't do that a lot, but, you know. Wanted to know what that was. Gosh dang it. It was just piecemeal. Here and there and there and here. And 2 at a time, 2 at a time, 3 at a time. That's it. That's it. So, I don't know. Maru's gotten some damage with this Widowmine dropping stuff. Not really traditional ways to do damage against Serral, but this is more intended to do regular style damage, which is unloading right inside the main base and trying to kill everything. But there are Banelings on the way, and these Lings do a +1 attack, so they're going to hold, they're going to hold, they're going to hold, they're going to jump, they're going to force a lift off. These Queens are here to get some shots if you run past them, but nah. Too smart for that. Maru's going to unload on this low ground. Oh, going for another Widowmine drop maneuver here. Okay. All right, so the drones, geez, split. 6 more go down. Okay. But hey, dude, the bus. Check this action out. The Banelings come in. Look at this, how smart this is for Maru. He goes up, he burrows the Widowmines, and 5 kills. However, now there's nothing to kill the Zerglings. So, I don't know, the Banelings probably... oh, man, look at all this. Look at all this damage! Okay, so that's 13 and 13. So Serral kind of sort of getting it back here a little bit, right? He's lost more, yes. He's lost 20, but he's killed 17, so hey. I think we'll call that even fair and square here. Widowmine, it's just a good unit. I say this every ZVT. If you're not making Widowmines in your TVZs as a Terran, you're like, why can't I beat Zerg? Just make Widowmines, man. I'm not kidding. You will be happy about the results more often than you are sad about the results. It's a Falcon promise. I don't make those very much. Infestation Pit, +2/+2 for both players on the way. You can guess for the Zerg which +2/+2 we're looking at here. Making some Hydralisks, probably going for Demolurkers, which is almost getting a little passé at this point. Like, I don't know, is Lurker just the new way to try to beat Terrans? It's good. It really is. Like, it's especially good at sieging planetaries, because they outrange the planetary, and Lurkers do bonus to armored stuff, which planetaries are. So, I'm not going to say it's bad. It's just getting a little passé, is all. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say here. These Banelings are, I don't know what they're trying to do, but they just got scouted by Maru by accident. So, alright, 5th base from Serral coming up. And we'll get out of there. Just get out of there. Maru, just pick up. Everybody's coming. Yeah, okay, there's the pickup. This is kind of interesting for Maru. I've not seen him do this kind of committed Widowmine droppage to Serral before. He's done it to other less... Ooh, that sucked. Okay, so everything died there with accomplishing nothing. He's done this to lower level players like a laser. I remember, I will always remember specifically a game where Maru did this to a laser and just absolutely whacked him in about 11 minutes. It was just non-stop Widowmine drops. I think a laser had like 4 drones at the end. But doing it in Serral is just, it seems like a taller task. So Maru may be feeling his oats today. He's getting a Ghost Academy. So we know how good Maru is with his ghosts. Very, very good. I cast a Maru versus Dark game a while ago where Maru literally, like, he made something like 24 ghosts and he lost 2 of them in a 35-minute game. It was honestly insane. Widowmine fires on... They fire on changelings? They do before they transform. I don't know. This group not having a good time either. Maru is just, he's not getting all the purchase he wants here. Serral's doing fine. Which is not to say things could not change fairly quickly with 1 or 2 engagements going poorly for the Zerg. But, you know, Serral is doing Serral style, and I think it's working out for him. He's just defending. Oh my gosh, not even a pickup there. Maru. He's trying to fight on 2 sides here is the problem. He's losing Vikings up on this direction. He's losing Medivacs and Marines down this direction. Maru does have a 4th base up and rolling, but there's not a lot defending it here. A couple of Widowmines, some Marines, and a siege tank. Reinforcements coming up to defend that base because he knows how vulnerable it is. There's a Widowmine up here that killed an attempted expand. Bam. A Baneling to kill a Widowmine is actually good for the Terran. So I think Serral needs to be a little bit more careful with that. If you want to make good trades, then maybe don't kill a Widowmine with a Baneling. Because that means that the Terran won. Because the Baneling's gone. Alright, so yes, we're going Lurker stuff. We're going Nidus. Getting Adrenal Glands. Hey, didn't forget about Adrenal Glands, Seismic Spines, Ghosts, Marines, Marauders, Siege Tanks. 5 command centers at a time because Maru is Terran. That is what Terrans do at the 12-minute mark of ZVTs, is make that many command centers. They do it against Protoss too, and I guess against fellow Terrans if they can. So this is not unique to the ZVT matchup. Resources lost, 5,000 to 6,000. So good. So good. So good in the hood. Dude, Serral's expanding down here too. Serral taking the entire map of Curious Minds here. Zergling says, is there a base here? No, but I'm going to burrow because there's one on the way. It's from somewhere. What the heck? Where is it coming from? Way over here. All right, fine. Where did my music go? There you are. It's always a little bit lonely when the music is gone. So can't see this with the sensor tower because it's a building. Maru. Maru. Vipers up. We got Hydras. Actually, there aren't any Lurkers in this army. Where are the Lurkers in this army? Are they over here? Units tab says we don't have any Lurkers. Oh. He wants the ability to make Lurkers if he needs them. He's getting Adaptive Talons and everything, and +2 missile attack and stuff. But right now, it's just Lingbane Hydra with Viper support. So he's like, don't need to invest in lurkers. They're expensive. I mean, I have to make hydras anyway, and hydras are pretty good. Maybe we'll make hydras. That queen's dead. That queen's dead. Ooh, the Nidus, though. But in range of a siege tank. That is in range. Serral's like, that's outside of the minimum attack range. What? Boo, he says. All right, man. Honestly, Serral's just looking pretty good. Here comes the Zerk, though. Parasitic bomb on the Medivacs and just kind of cruising in off creep here. So that base is dead. We're going to leave that one alone. This orbital might go down. Baneling's exploding on tanks because that's the most viable target, I guess. The ghosts don't take many hits, but 13 SCVs die. This doesn't actually go down. What the heck? I thought the whole point of sending the army down here was so that you could take down this base. It wasn't even a planetary yet. Maybe was that a mistake from Serral? I don't know. But by gosh, he has all of the bases known to man. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 bases on Curious Minds. There are not that many bases on this map. So that is over half, which means it's where he wants to be if he's going to win this game against Maru. Because these ghosts are going to be absolutely cost efficient. And by that I mean they're kind of just getting overwhelmed by Ling and Bane because they're not that great against Lings or Banelings. They don't take bonus damage from Banelings like Marines do, but man, they don't really have a great answer to these things. I mean, at least take down a planetary or something. All right, well, I kind of feel like Serral's toying with Maru a bit here. He's got a bank. He's maxed out. Maru's down 50 supply. His army value is not looking super hot. He also has fewer workers, though, so maybe the army's going to be good. But, I mean, you can't EMP Lings and Banelings. You can't snipe them, right? Like, what do you do against those guys? You're just run. You get away, which you can do, actually. Getting away works. Oh, the hatch is going to go down, but a couple units left behind to die. Serral's like, this is my base. This is my base. Get on out. More command centers on the way. Getting Liberators, Widow Mines, Marauders for those Banelings, which are so annoying. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know. I've ever seen a Zerg player so conscientiously go for a Lurker Den, get Seismic Spines and Adaptive Talons, and get a Nidus and just never make any Lurkers at all. This is very strange from Serral. It almost feels like he's styling a bit. Like, I don't even need Lurkers to beat you. I don't need the flavor of the week to take down Maru. I'm better than you in this match. And, you know, maybe he is. Maybe he is. It's not looking good for Maru. This base dying is totally bad. I think he can just kind of starve Maru out at this point. If Maru never gets that base back, it's going to be a simple, easy setup just to kind of hold back. But, my gosh, off creep again. You really? Okay, so he's gonna... Nope, the orbital lifts. The ghosts can run. That's one thing they can do is run. And again, Serral just kind of casually wanders in, kills some stuff, not everything, and then leaves the way he came. It's a very weird thing he's doing here. Widow Mine's ready to rock, but I do not see a path forward here for Maru to win this game. I don't. Did this base get killed again? It certainly seems like it got killed again in the meantime. Well, all right. Maru's got his 5th back, so that's nice. We'll see how long he can hold on to it. I don't know. Like, oof. Serral, he's just got the bank. He's got the bank. Creep spread pushing up towards Maru's base. And this is again. Just kind of deja vu. Blinding Cloud this time a little bit on the siege tanks. Hydra's fighting. Take down. Just turn around and snipe this base. I really don't understand why. Transfuses of the Overseers. Detection is really important against ghosts. And this planetary stays alive. So there is a path forward for Maru to win this game where Serral just kind of makes half-hearted attempts to kill him over and over and over and just fails miserably and makes bad trades while doing it. And then it's a win for Maru. So, I don't know. Is Serral going to do this? Is he going to make any lurkers? Is he just not... That's the thing. We haven't seen it really that many snipes. They're going after Overseers and I guess the individual Hydra, but otherwise there aren't many targets for snipe in this game. Maybe that's the whole point. Maybe Serral's like, I am super tired of making lurkers. They're really expensive. They're heavy on the gas. That's not happening. And then they just get sniped by ghosts as like they're running away. I don't know. This planetary is dude. Just kidding. Serral doesn't want to kill it. There's 2 planetaries here. Maybe that's it. He sees the 2 planetaries and is like, oh, no, hang on. We've got a nuke on the way. Maru, I don't know what it is with Maru. He always makes a nuke. He's like, look, I have Ghost Academy. I might as well do it once all the upgrades for the ghosts are done. Am I going to use the nuke? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'll call it down and then cancel it. Give all the people that love nukes a bad case of anticipation. What's in this thing? Baby ult? No, Hydralisk. Hydralisk in a jar. Meanwhile, this group gets picked up. Oh no. Siege tank on the high ground. 2 siege tanks on the high ground. So look, this is victorious, kind of. Double abduct on that medevac, though, and really don't want to go down there. That's a bad place to be. And then this hatch is going to die. Dude, Serral, where is your attention otherwise, man? He lets the hatch die again. So Maru's getting some decent victories by killing this base. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd time he's killed it. Well, second, I guess only the 2nd time he's killed it. Maybe once it was forced into a cancel. This doesn't show up on the units and buildings lost tab. Look. Money doesn't lie, I guess. Are you seriously going to let this? Okay, again. There's a cancel. Dude, these Marauders are having a great time. Look at them. Look how happy they are. Alright, so they're going to die now because these are Adrenal Gland Links. Oh, that's a pickup. One of them stays alive. And here's our nuke. Alright. Alright. Oh, we got some lurkers. Okay, that's not happening. No nuke. Sad times. Alright, so is Maru going to try to take this bottom left now is the question of the day. And the question of the day, the answer here probably, oh man, is maybe? He's going to try, I bet. See, watch. C's like, I'm tired of making lurkers, and this happens. He's dead. Did any ghosts die for that? No. Because Maru is a master wizard with ghosts. Alright, this Marauder group. Oh, the Widowmine's getting some hits, and then he's just like, alright, Widowmine's bad. There's some Liberators in here, too. Lurkers are pretty good at holding off groups of, like, Marines and Marauders in this number, though. Especially if they have the full upgrades, which they certainly do. Everybody has all the full upgrades by this point in the game, obviously. And by that, I mean, I don't think there's air upgrades or vehicle upgrades. Well, actually, no, there are. Vehicle upgrades are good. Air upgrade for attack is not happening. Maybe it will. There it is. It's coming now. Yeah, I mean, Maru's like, I guess we'll just get all of the upgrades known to Terran. Also getting another nuke, working on advanced ballistics, pathogen glands coming in. Serral just doesn't want to overstep in this game. I don't know what else to tell you. He is 100% not willing to overcommit and lose more than he is prepared to lose. Like, he doesn't want to be surprised, right? He doesn't want to be like, oh, I lost everything and Maru has a huge army countering me, you know? As per usual, that's not something anybody wants to experience is, oh, I lost my entire army to Maru and now he's counterattacking. We're gonna nuke. By that, I mean the ghost is going to die. Yeah, so no nuke. And Serral, is he committing this time? Sort of. He's killing a couple tanks. Kills a couple Liberators, I guess. And then he backs out again. He's not interested in going for the killing blow here. At least hasn't for the last 10 minutes. He's maybe been able to. But he's just not. Yeah, I mean, Maru's getting mined out. This base not happening. This base not happening. He's got one mining base right now. It's horribly oversaturated. And Serral's just like, it's cool. I got 6,000 minerals and 8,000 gas. And that blinding cloud is so well placed. So more tanks dying. This planetary gonna die this time for real? No. This planetary's got 53 kills because Serral keeps coming up and kissing it. And then backing out. He's like, hey, come kill some of my Zerglings. And the planetary's like, you have to come to me. And Serral's like, okay. And then he runs up and bam, that's it. Changelings immediately spotted by Maru. He is too good at this game. Income tab is just not looking good for Maru the longer the game goes on. Look, I've seen Maru in impossible positions before and win, right? I've seen him do it against players like Dark and like Rogue and like Serral. So, is it impossible today? No. But the odds of him winning are not very good. Here we go again. Vipers come in, abduct the Liberators, Lurkers on the left side trying to get some stuff done. Flingbane Hydra flooding through here. This planetary cannot stand. If it lives, I'm going to be surprised. Okay, so that planetary lives again. This one dies. It was too far forward. That was its crime and its sin. Was pride too far out forward. So for ball sports, which I am a fan of, if you've been listening to the channel for any length of time, the ESPN is a website and a TV network that covers the ball sports and the esports too sometimes, but oh, the nuke gets off. Meanwhile, there's an attack up this way. I can't believe that nuke landed. I can't believe this planetary's alive. 78 kill planetary. 78. Anyway, ESPN does a thing where they do win probability. So over the course of the game, they show what percentage chance each team has to win, or each player has to win. Ghosts don't do super well against Hydras. But man, those snipes coming out hot and fast. This hatchery dying again for Serral. I don't think he cares that much, but he's going to try to save it anyway. So yeah, win probability. So at this point, we're 25 minutes into the game, and I would say the win probability here for Serral is about 98%. And look, in the world of esports and the world of ball sports, he takes down the hatch. There have been teams that have come back from 98% down. 98% probability they're going to lose, all right? So that's why it's 98, and it's not 100. Man, this has been the most Serral game, maybe of all time, question mark? He's just willing to sit back, defend, push in here and there, just keep Maru honest back here, and then just kind of rely on his giant bank to remax every time he does that. And Maru, he's at 87 supply. Like, he just can't. He's sniping Vipers. Beautiful. Loving that very much. Siege tanks on the high ground. Liberator using that additional range to murderize stuff too. Liberator's getting hits. Siege tanks getting hits. Ghosts alive. I mean, today more ghosts have died. 8 have died, and 7 remain. So the ghost survival rate is not as good as it was for Maru versus, ooh, look at that. Get them minerals. It's Maru versus Dark. Long distance mining with the mules, though. That's how desperate Maru is for minerals right now. Serral's like, well, I guess I'll max out on, let's see here, Ling, Lurker, Hydra? Sure. Let's do that. I don't need Banelings, because Banelings are bad against siege tanks and ghosts. Hatch dies again for like the 8th time today, and geez, this is just maybe it. The ghosts are very fast, and they have medevac to support them, but man, siege tanks down. Liberators getting abducted into Hydra groups and getting murderized as well. And it's 55 supply. GG! Serral is your winner eventually in 27 minutes and 38 seconds for this Patreon match. So yeah, like I said, there was a chance. There was a total chance that Maru could win that game, but the longer the game went on, the more starved out he was, and like the more the income tab looked like this, the less it was going to work out for him. There was just bank here from Serral. Well, to be fair, there's only 1,000 minerals here. It's not like Serral is sitting on an 8,000 mineral bank, and the resources lost are definitely favoring Maru. 56,000 lost for Serral and 48,000 for Maru is a pretty big difference, but Serral had the extra bases along these edges. Maru never got any of them. And that was it. So, GG. Serral gets the win in the Patreon cast of the week for StarCraft 2 today. 10 ghosts went down, which means, yeah, 4 were alive at the end. I thought we had 7 and 8. Or did I lose a ghost somewhere? I don't know. The Widowmines did some work. They really did. The Widowmine drops were good. 30 drones went down. 5 hatcheries got killed, and I think 2 more got canceled in the bottom left there too, but 3 planetaries, 2 command centers, Any orbitals die today? No. Good control by Maru, not losing any of those. But yeah, Serral just poke. Just poke, 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 poke. Poke, poke. Gently poking. Over and over again. And just kind of like death by 1,000 paper cuts from Maru. So rough times for the Terran. Maru has looked better. I don't know that I've seen Serral look much better, though. He just kind of weathered the early storm, lost some drones, never really let the early Marine groups do much of anything. It was really interesting how late he waited to get lurkers. It was a lot of Hydraling Bane with Viper support. He also got Pathogen Glands, but didn't make any Infestors this game. Again, worried about the EMP from the Ghosts, I think. They are a little bit negated in this matchup. But man, 30 Siege Tanks went down, 17 Lurkers, 146 Banes, almost 1,000 Zerglings. And guess what? He made Adrenal Glands today. So he got Neural Parasite, too. Wow. He got Pathogen Glands and Neural Parasite and never made a single Infestor. Very strange. Very strange indeed. All right. Well, that was fun. That was a good match. Anyway, Maru did his own. Did his best on his own to defeat Serral, but, you know, this is not the only time they'll ever meet. They're going to meet many, many times in the future. And Maru will win quite a bit. All right. Well, good stuff. Good stuff indeed from both these players today, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.